Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to do a very quick, easy, simple review for Junji Ito's Deserter, which is a collection of horror manga from the master of body horror himself, Junji Ito. It's a collection of his earliest works. They're short, some of them are long, some of them are short, but they all culminate in body horror and all sorts of different nasties, I suppose. I don't know much about Junji Ito other than the fact that he's a master of body horror. I got recommended. I read Junji Ito considering I'm a huge horror fanatic. And what can I say? His earliest works impressed me. I was quite impressed with the level of dedication he has in his horror manga. Some of them are very disturbing, while some of them are just meh, not too bad, I guess. But some of the earliest works that he's got in here, like Deserter in the House, some of them are disturbing. Does showcase some really good body horror. It did shock me in places, but I've only just gotten into Junji Ito. I've got his other big manga, Uzumaki, which someone recommended to me. I've bought it, but I haven't read it yet. I've got so much to read at the moment that I'm saving Uzumaki. But I know there's Toomey, another one of his. There's Gaio. What can I say? Junji Ito definitely knows his stuff. I know he's been around since the 80s. His manga is incredible. He would definitely give David Cronenberg a run for his money in terms of body horror, but being that Junji Ito is a very different master of body horror compared to David Cronenberg, the filmmaker and film director, I would class those two as both masters of body horror, but in terms of Junji Ito, he's a master of Japanese body horror as opposed to David Cronenberg, which is just body horror, grotesque body horror like Junji Ito. But it really does show with the style of horror that Junji Ito expresses in his manga comes off quite disturbing, more so than David Cronenberg, who's on a very different level of body horror. Some of his stuff doesn't shock me, some of it does. But Junji Ito definitely, and if anyone wants to read his earlier works, I would say go with Deserter. It's a very good read. I read it within a couple of days, probably 3-4 days. I read it a couple of months ago. I just hadn't got around to reviewing it, but it is very entertaining read. Some of it is a little boring, and others kept me like, wow, this is a short story. It should have been a whole manga in itself. Some of his stories are very, like, they leave you with twists. They leave you questioning, there could have been more. But yeah, I found it entertaining enough. I'm going to get into some of his other works now, especially Uzumaki, but I'll definitely do those down the track. I will pin up a couple of my reviews I've done for books so far. I've got to get to more reviews, which I'll post probably in the new year, considering I've still got one surprise one that I'm currently reading that I will review in the new year, and then I'll have a heap more to come very soon. If you found this informative, please leave me a like and subscribe, and I'll pin those book reviews up. and I will see you all very soon. Thanks very much. Bye.